celebrations to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready. As and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the number one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a give right side. Phillips. And right away he lost the football.
A running play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Automatic first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Call it in. Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Sheds off the tackle. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great effort there. 81 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, OKC.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Phillips.
Number 46.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it. To a 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently. Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly by all means.
This is taken at about the 14. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run on 1st down. Phillips. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 86 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah,
And
you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. Now they try the right side here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
21-0 our score after one.
With the score, Black Knights 21, Eagles nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Knights 21, Eagles nothing.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's like 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
Not more than one guy.
Right.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
The 1st down.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Eagles.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
40-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Stays on his feet. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Terrell Lewis came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. 2nd and 13. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process against the running game, they tried to hit him over the top unsuccessfully.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. They add on more, a little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
To number 82.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Phillips, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Backfield. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. unable to connect, and that is...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's going to take another shot here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Mike McCarthy saying let's go for 2.
Conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a round. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 33-27 was the final. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And that game level as they take on the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
The first down.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Phillips. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
6-yard line.
Stop your whining. 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him. That's the pass.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
4.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he just said, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And sacked.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Holding, receiving team.
Don't you do that.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And that, boys and girls, is it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And he returns this to the 22.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe.
Let's go, D.
Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot. On the release, as this will be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Complete to Scotty Miller.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
At the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
Complete to Deontay.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The score, Black Knights, 64.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just...
calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever? Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Fielded at the 43. So possession goes over here on the punt.
1st down and 10. At the 39.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, OKC.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And welcome back. We are in the